Okay, we're going to work on our Unit 8, Week 3, Your Turn packet. For questions 1, 2, and 3, you should have already read the story, Bringing Down the Moon. Question 1 says, circle the picture that shows the character who wants the moon. Was it mole, squirrel, or rabbit? And it was mole, so we'll circle mole. Question 2 says, circle the picture that shows the setting from the story. So we have a forest in the daytime, a forest in the nighttime, or the beach. And it was the forest at the nighttime. And question number 3 says, write about what Mole tries to do to pull down the moon. Mole did lots of silly things. Mole tried to use a stick, tried throwing acorns, tried climbing the tree. We only have to pick one if you would like. So I'm going to write, Mole climbed the tree. So I'm going to start here. It's a complete sentence, so I have to start with a capital letter. Mole, 2-finger space, climbed. And I'm out of room on this line, so I'll come to the next one. Mole climbed the, and then 2-finger space, tree. You can copy my answer, or if you have a different answer, you can do that as well. Don't forget your period at the end of the sentence. Let's turn the page. All right, on this page, we're reviewing phonics U, G, and W. So, g, w. You're going to say the name of each picture and put a mark on each picture if its name begins with a U, a G, or a W. So we'll write one of those letters. G, gorilla. That starts with a G, so I'm going to write just the letter G right there. Tent. Nope, that's a T. This is a mouse and a mushroom, but the mouse is under the mushroom. Under. That's the letter U. Wolf. That's a W. Gate. That is a G. Umpire. That's the letter U. Umbrella. That is also the letter U. Alligator. That's an A. And window is a W. Very nice. Let's turn the page. More review, we have letter X, V, and J, X, V, J. So we'll say the names of the pictures and write down the letter if they begin with one of those 3 review letters. Jet. That is a J. 6. Now the X ones probably won't have the beginning sound, but 6 has an X in it, so we will write that. Volcano, that's a letter V. Jar, that's a letter J. Jellyfish, letter J. Violin is a letter V. Box has that letter X in there. Valentine, that's a letter V. And X has an X in it as well. Great job. Let's turn the page. And our last review letters here. We have letter Q, Y, and Z. Q is qua, Y is ya, Z, z. So zoo, yep, that's the letter Z, and you can see it right there as well. Quilt, that's a Q. Soap, no, that's an S. Yak, that's a Y. Zero, that's a Z. Zebra, another Z. Yarn, there's a Y. Mask, that's an M, so no. And then last, queen, is a Q. Again, great job. Let's turn the page. This page here, you can play the game with someone in your family. You're reviewing all of the letters and the sounds. So you can just use a die and roll them, and when you land on a picture, you gotta say the word. Here, we're going to say the name of each picture and draw lines to connect them to the pictures, to the letters they end with. So now we're listening for ending sounds. So here we have a pig, egg, and I'm gonna write it. And what's the last letter of pig? It's a G. Axe, axe. Axe has an X in it. Dog. That ends with a G. And box. That ends with an X. Very nice. You can write them if you want, or just draw the lines. It's all good. Let's turn the page. We have the story here, Jim and Kit. You might have to tear this out and fold it so you can read it. And then we have our writing page here. We're not going to write for 5 minutes, but we are going to write a little sentence about what Jim and Kit are doing in the story. It says, write about what they do in the story. So, what they were doing in the story, they were looking at the clouds, weren't they? Coming up with different creative ideas of what they looked like. So, let's write Jim and Kit look at the fluffy clouds. So, we'll start at the top. Jim, in 2-finger space, and Kit, and those are their names, so they have to be capital. Next line, look at, make sure you're in 2-finger space in between the words. Jim and Kit look at the, we could just write clouds, but let's make our writing a little more interesting by writing the fluffy clouds. So Jim and Kit look at the fluffy clouds. And we want to end our sentence with a period. Very nice. Let's turn the page. Here we're reading some CVC words. CVC words are words that are consonants, vowels, and then a consonant. So here we can read these: g, gum, j, ug, jug, and then w, eb, web. Here, this is gum. They've already written it for us. We can sound it out. G, gum. This is the jug. J, g, jug. And then we have the web. W, e, b, web. Very nice. Turn the page. Here we're answering some questions. It says, find the opposites in each row and put marks on them. Tell about the opposites. Say the opposite words. So if we look here, we have 3 different pictures. Which ones are the opposites? Day and squirrels, night and squirrels, or day and night? And day and night are the opposites. We'll just circle those together. Our next one, we have 3 pictures here. This one looks like the kite is near. There's a campfire and far. Which 2 are the opposites there? Near and far. And last, bird. We have a jet that's in the air and a jet that is landing. So up and down, those are our opposite words there. Up and down. All right, one more page. Again, we're going to be writing our CVC words. Jug, ugh. You can trace over it and then write it on your own. Ugh. Van, an, an. And then we have wax, ax, ax. Wonderful job.